Hey there, welcome to the video. Today, I'm going to be showing you how one Amazon KDP niche has the potential to bring in an extra $4,590 per month. Yes, you heard that right. That's nearly $5,000 from just one book. And the best part is that you don't need any prior experience, expensive software, or a huge budget to get started. All you need is your laptop, a Wi-Fi connection, and the willingness to try something new. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to find profitable niches, create books that actually sell, and set yourself up for passive income with Amazon KDP. But before we jump in, I want to let you in on something that can make your KDP journey so much easier. If you've been feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or just unsure of where to start, I've got something for you, my KDP Royalty Roadmap. It's my free step-by-step guide designed to help you create and publish your first book from scratch with no experience required. So if you're interested, I'll leave the link down below. Now, if this is your first time here, my name is Jeff, and this channel is all about becoming self-sufficient when it comes to making money online, whether it be through Amazon KDP or other online businesses. So if this sounds interesting to you, feel free to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. With that being said, let's get right to it. Now, what makes Amazon KDP so special is its simplicity. You put in the effort to create a book once, you publish it, and then it's available on Amazon indefinitely. Once the sales start rolling in, they can continue month after month, long after the work is done. And what's even better is that the niche I'm about to share with you is perfect for beginners. It's straightforward, doesn't require complicated designs, and there's still a ton of untapped potential. Now, if we go on Amazon and take a look at Butterfly Coloring Book, we can check out all of the books that are selling really well. But before we do that, what we want to do is look at this purple bar. This is called Titan's Quick View. It's a free KDP research tool that I use for pretty much every one of my books and my videos. And it's going to give you things like a niche score, the exact total results, the exact match, independently published books, the average bestsellers rank, as well as the reviews and the price. Now, to give you an idea, when I'm on Amazon and I'm looking into a niche and seeing if there's potential for profits, I'm really looking for three specific things. Number one, I'm looking for competition. So I want to look for a niche that's not so competitive. And so what I'm looking for are search results that have about 1,000 or less, because this is going to tell me that the competition is not so high. So it means that I might have a good chance at getting my book ranked on the first or second page of Amazon. Number two, I'm looking for demand. There's no point putting a book up on Amazon if there's no demand for it. People aren't looking for it. People aren't buying it. So in order to judge demand, I'm looking for 3 or more KDP books that have a bestsellers rank of 300,000 or below, because this is going to mean that these books are selling right now, which means there's some sort of demand here. And number three, I'm looking for a niche score that's provided by Titan's Quick View that basically validates my first two steps with a score of at least 50. Now, taking those steps into consideration when it comes to the Butterfly Coloring Book, you're probably going to see that it doesn't satisfy most of those steps. So for example, total results, we see over 2,000. It's actually 2,753, which is well above that 1,000 or so that I'm looking for. So that's a little bit high. We also see a niche score of 29, which I'm really looking for 50 and above. So this doesn't pass. And then if we go through the first page of Amazon, well, we're going to see books that are selling pretty well. We have this one independently published, ranking at 4,400. We have another one right here that's ranking in at 19,000. And then another one that's ranked at 3,460. So this tells me that there's a lot of demand for this niche. However, it is too competitive. And then the niche score basically tells me that maybe there's not a lot of potential here to get my book ranked on the first page of Amazon. And so at first glance, this may seem like a saturated niche. Yes, there's a lot of people buying these types of books. There are books selling very well. However, the search results are too high. It's too competitive. But that's where the next step comes in. This is where we're going to find a sub niche, or we're going to niche down to find something more specific within the Butterfly Coloring Book so that we can find something that is more suitable to our search results. So we find something that is less competitive, still has a lot of demand, and then find something where the niche score from Titan's Quick View is more to our liking of at least 50. So the best way to actually do that is just to click on the search bar, because it's going to come up with these search suggestions on Amazon that people are actually searching for. And this is what's called niching down. So if you see butterfly coloring book for adults, that's a more specific type of butterfly coloring book. One for kids, for girls, for teens, for kids ages 4 to 8, and so on and so forth. So we could look through each of these individually and find something that works better for us. Another great way to do this is by using Publisher Rocket. This is one of my favorite tools from the beginning of my KDP journey. They have this reverse ASIN lookup, which if you click here, all you have to do is enter the ASIN or the ISBN of any book, and it's going to give you all the keywords that that book ranked for on Amazon. So if we go back to Amazon, let's look for a best-selling book here. For example, let's go with this one, Butterflies, Rainbows, and Flowers. I'm going to copy the ASIN, which is right here. I have a plugin for this. That's why it's easy to copy this. If not, you're going to have to go into the listing and look for the ASIN or the ISBN. Plug that back into Publisher Rocket, and then click the Go Get 'em Rocket. Now, Publisher Rocket is gonna come up with all of the keywords that this book has ranked for on Amazon. As you can see, there's a bunch here. Then what you can do is you can click on these magnifying glass icons, and it's gonna give you even more information about these keywords. For example, the average sales, the searches per month, and the competition score. And what I like to look for are green right here for searches per month, and then a green for competition score. And it's basically gonna tell me that this is going to be a great keyword or possibly a new sub niche that I can look into that is not going to be so competitive, but is still going to be profitable. So there's one right here. It says adult kids coloring book. So that might be something to look into. And then you can just keep going through the entire list here. We have another one, kids and adults coloring book for kids and adults. So these are both good, green and green. And you can just keep going through this until your heart's content. And as you can see, there's 10 pages of keywords. Now, what's great about Publisher Rocket is you can grab all these keywords, you can export them right here, and you can use this as part of your title, your subtitle, and those backend keywords. So you can craft something more targeted, and you're gonna be able to use keywords that you know are selling and that are not so competitive. And another thing that you can do with these keywords is use them for the KDP ads. This is going to be a great way to really boost your ranking if you're interested in using ads to help establish your book ranking from the beginning. So if you want to check out Publisher Rocket, I'll leave a link down below. Now, one of the keywords that I found on Publisher Rocket is the butterfly coloring book for kids. And right away, I saw that total results was about 1,000. So this satisfies my first step of about 1,000 and below. This is going to tell me that the competition here is not too competitive. So I might have a chance at getting my book ranked on the first or second page of Amazon, being seen and being sold. We see the niche score of 51. So that's above the 50 that I'm looking for. So everything's looking good so far. We see the exact match, 5 out of 48, which means that there's 5 books here on the first page that are ranking for this keyword in their title, and then independently published books, 41 KDP books here. Average bestsellers rank 718,000, and then we see the average price at $7.23. Now, if we go through the first page here, we're gonna see the very first book says independently published, which is what I'm looking for. That's a KDP book with a bestsellers rank of 14,000, so that's good. Another book right here, 3,460, so that's 2 books. And then the book right here, 28,000, that's already 3 books. But I want to see how much more demand there is here. So I'm going to go through the rest of the first page. We have another one, 54,000. We have another one right here at 301,000, just above that 300,000 that I look for. Another one at 16,000. Another one at 109,000, 244,000, 165,000, and 120,000. So we see there's a lot of demand for this type of book, the butterfly coloring book for kids. So I know there's a lot of potential here for profits because it satisfies all 3 of my steps. So this is the one that we want to go after, the butterfly coloring book for kids, if we want to get into this niche. Now, if we check out the best-selling book in this niche, which is this Butterflies, Rainbows, and Flowers coloring book for kids, we can see that it has a bestsellers rank of 3,460, which if we plug into this KDP book sales calculator, we can see that's 58 sales per day, which is about 1,740 estimated book sales per month. And if we add that royalty calculator in here with all the information attached, that's $153 per day in estimated royalties. and over $4,500 per month in estimated royalties. Now, if we take a closer look at this book, we're going to see that it has a rating of 4.8 out of 5. So mostly 5 stars that I'm seeing, not really any 1 or 2 stars. This is a very well-produced book and has a price of $7.98. If we look through this description, we're going to see that it has 50 single-sided coloring pages, which equals a print length of 102 pages, no duplicate pages. It has a premium glossy cover, and it is sized at 8.5 by 11. Now, if we take a look at the sample, so here's the cover, and then this is the first part of the interior, just a little coloring element for the cover, and then another part of the cover. So here is really where it starts. As we can see the design, we have butterflies, we have rainbows, and we can see the patterns that they include. Another one right here. And then the back cover, which includes 6 more pages of the interior. So this is a great way for customers to get a glance of the book, because a lot of the times the sample doesn't include a lot of the interiors. And so this is a great way to showcase more of the pages. Now, if we scroll down, we're going to see A+ content from the publisher. This is a great place to put even more information about your book, even more interior pages of your book so that customers can see exactly what they're buying. And then also they include this part right here, my favorite part of A+ content, this module where you can add more of your books for prospective customers to look and buy. This is a great way to boost your income without having to do very much work. And it's free because this comes from Amazon KDP. So if you want to learn how to create this module, as well as how to create A+ content for all of your listings, go ahead and click somewhere on top of the video right now. I'll leave a marker up for my video on A+ content. Now, the tool that I use to create coloring books is called Nourier Creator. This is a software that basically makes it really easy to create these interior pages. All you have to do is enter your prompts like this one right here, and it's going to generate 4 images per prompt. So for this one, I chose AI generation. There's also single niche multiplier, queue generation, and upload clip art. But for the prompts, I did mosaic butterfly, and I did butterfly with pattern just to show you how this tool works. But what I would do is I would create more prompts because it's going to create images for every single prompt. And then here, no background because I don't want a background. And then 8.5 by 11 because that's the book size. And then the art style, there's going to be a lot of art styles here, but I chose cartoon. And then the line thickness, I chose medium. You can play around with this, thin, thick, or medium. And then I just hit generate images. Now the images that it generated are right here. So this one's the mosaic butterfly. You can see it generated 4 images right here. You can look for the best one. So for example, maybe this one or this one right here, if I can connect these legs or take away this flower right here. And then this one is for butterfly with pattern. And so you can see maybe I would use something like this one. Now, if we scroll back up, we can also do the single niche multiplier. And this one's going to ask us for just a single prompt, and then it's going to bulk generate the images. So for this one, I'm going to put butterfly with mosaic pattern, no background, everything stays the same. And then for the number of repeats for your niche, well, we want 50 pages. So I would select 50, but that's going to take a little bit too long. So I'm just going to choose 10 just so you see how this works, and then generate the images. As you can see, the images have been generated. So this set is images 1 through 16. We have 17 to 32 and 33 to 40. So we can look through all of these. We can pick and choose the best ones to put into our book's interior. And as you can see, these are ready to go. You don't really have to make any edits to these images. We have pure white backgrounds, solid lines, all very good images. Here's 17 to 32. As you can see, even more images of butterflies. This one right here in particular is really good. And then if we go look at the last set of images, 33 to 40, we can see even more butterflies. A lot of these ones are very good. Now, a couple things that you could do is you could update the line thickness. So for example, this one, let's say the line thickness is a little bit too thin. Well, you can increase the thickness however you want. Let's do 3, and you can update the image right here. And you're gonna see just how much thicker that looks. So you can play around with that tool right there. Now, also what you can do is you can download these images individually by enabling either the SVG export, the PDF export, or the PNG export here on the left-hand side. Or what you can do is you can scroll all the way down and you can download all the images right here as a PNG zip, as a SVG zip, or as PowerPoint. So depending on what you want to do, just choose your option. For me personally, I would download these images as SVG and then upload them to Canva to put the entire book together. Now, if you want the full in-depth process of how to create and sell a coloring book just like this one right here, make sure to download my KDP royalty roadmap. It's going to walk you through the entire process from beginning to end. So go ahead and feel free to check that out. The link is down in the description. If you have any questions, let me know. And if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell, as well as follow me on all my socials at JeffSetLife. With that being said, thanks for watching. Bye for now.